Hi, welcome back to Airsoft Interviews. Today is episode 4. Have you ever met someone who can lay some pipe? Well, today, luckily for you, you will be. Today we're interviewing Nick.
Howdy.
How you doing, Nick?
Oh, I'm doing fine and dandy.
So Nick is actually an airsofter from Terrace. Today he's joining us in Smithers to play airsoft.
Yeah, it's just around the mountain in a corner, eh?
Just around the mountain in that one corner, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Nick, how long have you been playing airsoft?
Oh, geez. I think it was 2014. I had a G&G AK, went to my first airsoft game with safety glasses, face paint on, and a ripped up green t-shirt and a fanny pack. They called me Mini Rambo.
Mini Rambo?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you even sound like Sylvester Stallone too?
No, I have more, skill in my vocals and whatnot. I'm not just, I don't have the mumble vibe, so.
Okay. What got you into airsoft?
Well, I started watching Level Cap for his video games, and then he started into airsoft there, and I really enjoyed his series because in my opinion, he's the best YouTube airsofter. But yeah, anyways, so I saw that, and then I decided to buy my first gun, which was an AUG JG AUG, and let's just say wasn't a good start. The worst part about it, gun ran fine, but when you remove the barrel, and since I was a youngin' and didn't really understand much about airsoft, it eject the whole magazine inside the back of your gun, and then if you tilted it forwards, it all rolled into your trigger box or your trigger. So it'd block your trigger and be all down in your motor and stuff. Anyways, I sold that thing pretty quick, and then I bought a G&G AK, and that thing lasted me a while. But yeah, no, I think that was 2015 or 14. I started, maybe, I don't know, around then. But I haven't been playing for too long. And then during COVID, I kind of airsoft died and Terrace, and then I started buying more guns because I got into it more, and then I showed my buddies, and next thing you know, I'm playing with 4 people. 4 people becomes 8, and that's where it kind of stays right now.
Tell one person, they tell another person, and 2, and then 4, and so on.
It kind of spread the word. But I showed my buddies the professional airsoft. We played clear soft, which is totally different.
That's a clear gun.
Yeah, crappy tire or UK arms. Yeah.
Oh yeah, classic UK arms.
Yeah.
So how many people on average come every weekend to Terrace?
Oh, well, there's this old guy that likes to, he's kind of like, if I had to say it, he's like the admin or runner of the group. I'm the host, but he does all the
organization.
Yeah, organization. And anyways, so it's pretty insane playing with that 65-year-old. You need to interview him. Yeah.
We'll do. Maybe when we're back at Terrace at some point, we will interview him if he's willing to.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Another question that I had was, or not question per se, but I know that you're somewhat of a tech. You, in a way, build your own type of weaponry. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I didn't bring it today, but I'll probably send you a picture of it to post up right now on the screen. It's pretty cursed.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a big fan of my Lego tires.
I was about to mention that. You're a fan of using them and making them look nice and everything like that.
They're a perfect muzzle device. Plus, they protect your threads till you get a muzzle device.
So now, I know, but the viewers don't know. Have you been to any milsims?
Yes.
How many have you gone to?
I've been to 2. Crossfire 2020, or sorry.
2022.
Yeah, 2022, and then ours Last Stand, which was the one this year. And yeah, it was pretty interesting, I played all day and walked around in a kilt and played my bagpipes, boosted the morale, and then these guys, it came nighttime and they all buggered off, and I decided to stick around and found out that it's pretty pay to win at night. You got a guy with the thermal imagery goggles, it gets interesting. But anyways, I scared some people with the bagpipes, got shot a lot, and watched a bunch of 35-year-old men act like 12-year-olds fighting over a bunch of snacks, cookies.
Not even hits.
Yeah. No, it was hits, but that's the best way I could compare
Oh, I
it.
see. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So, speaking of bagpipes, I see you brought some.
Oh yeah,
And
gotta represent, you know.
yeah, you got to represent. So you say that you're a bit Scottish and some Swiss a little bit.
Yeah.
You can play the bagpipes, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind giving us a demonstration real quick?
Okay, I'll give you a nice little pedal.
Before you begin, we won't be copyrighted with anything, will we?
Oh no, because it's my music.
Okay.
Right? It's my music. It's their national songs. Assuming YouTube.
We're past the 1 minute mark. Did it?
I don't care.
Anyways, nice and sweet for the interview.
Yeah.
And copyright reasons. There you go.
Well, thank you, Nick. That was a very nice demonstration. It was perfect.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, exactly. So, do you have any recommendations for new Airsoft players in terms of weaponry, kits, what to wear? What do you think? What do you recommend?
Well, if you play Call of Duty and you're a god at 360 no scoping, that doesn't mean that you're going to be a god with an airsoft rifle. You only got one shot, and it's unless you drop a couple hundred into it and do your own tech work on it. It's an AEG is better. So just start with G&G. It's always been good to me. You might want to change out the hop because they're plastics. So. Got to worry about that, but other than that, yeah, no, G&G is a good way to go. You just need face protection and a fanny pack, and then you can be mini Rambo like I was.
So before we continue our interview, I'd like to thank our sponsor. Your mom. Anyway, let's get back to it. So,
Don't worry, Nick. We cut that part out.
Oh, yes.
Insert our sponsor. Although this time, maybe not.
I feel like we should keep this in. In your point of view, or in your words or your thinking, what do you think the airsoft attitude should be when playing?
When playing?
Yes, whether it be beginner or advanced, it's up to you which one you want to answer for.
Well, go let's say you're a beginner. Show up to the field, expect to get hit, expect to have fun, and expect to shoot some people. And just because you see that guy rocking bagpipes and I don't know, some sort of tricked out curse gun like that out of the bush there.
Oh, I gotta look at that. One more.
So what is this exactly, Nick?
It's a VSS.
Oh,
What? Bro, this is like a 2x4 before this started. Like, I love Russian guns, but come on. 2x4 where your hand goes. Anyways, really nice and smooth. Just need to varnish it now. Yeah, so.
So it's a VSS Venturas?
Probably. I don't know. All I know is it's a VSS. It looks sexy and I got it.
Nice. I like your flashlight option and your.
Yeah,
optic.
it's very cursed, eh? I'm waiting on a order from E-Vike and they sent half of it but not the rest. So kind of still figuring that out. Have a nice VSS rail to go on here. Nice and smexy. Anyways.
So what is your current kit in terms of playing? So you mentioned a little bit early in the beginning what you first started off with, but what's your now current kit? Does it vary?
Well, I was rocking a plate carrier and I was wearing a big like I don't know, shoulder rug ghillie suit. I don't know. Anyways, so I was wearing that thing and I found like for crawling and getting into tight spaces, a plate carrier really wasn't like, I don't know, it was too tight and you let not enough mobility. So now I got this Canadian, I don't know, chest harness or whatever. Anyways, sorry. But got my butt pouch, gotta love that. And got all my mag pouches here. And then the pocket of sweetness. I got my 40 mics. That's not a 40 mic, that's a piece of junk. Got my 40 mics, you know, all of that. And then my noob tube or my police flashlight that I like to surprise people with right here. I don't know. I could put this on my gun, but I find like it's already too front heavy. And you put this on and now you got another, I don't know, 4 pounds or 5 pounds on the end of your gun. So I just go around like a policeman, shine it in your eyes and all the rest of that. So, yeah. And then I have a leg holster for a pistol and stuff, but again, like when you're crawling around in a bush, it gets in the way, and then you end up flinging the pistol with the holster halfway across the map because it keeps getting caught on stuff. And then yeah, I wore a kilt to that milsim, and I'm a Scotsman, so I go regimental. Look that up if you don't know what that is. Anyways, so it's like when I was at that game, I'm holding $3,000 in this hand, and then I'm wearing a kilt with, you know, regimental, right? And jumping around and my mobility, I was mainly just a unicorn that couldn't really do much. I was kind of watching everybody else fight around me and just huddled in a corner because I couldn't really move with the mobility that everybody else had, because I don't want to break my pipes here because that's a pain in the butt to get replaced. And then also, you know, you get your legs scratched up and all this other stuff. And then when you lay down and go prone, some guy comes behind you and he might like what he sees or he might not. So anyways, yeah. I was going to wear a kilt today, but I couldn't be bothered. It's too much. Bagpipes is just enough, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So last question. I actually wanted to ask this sooner, but I don't know why it slipped my mind. So going sort of back to the milsim question, or a follow-up to it, where have you played in Canada?
Terrace, BC, Smithers, and 100 Mile, or 108 Mile, which is like 10 minutes from 100 Mile. Anyways, so I haven't been everywhere. I'd like to be everywhere, go some other places, you know, go down to the States, Milsom West, all that jazz, and see how it is down there. Mm-hmm. Definitely want to do some more stuff with my airsoft career as it goes, you know.
Speaking of which, now this is the last question. What is your goal for airsoft?
Well, I don't really know. I kind of like, I love playing the sport, and I have my own property with my own field on it, and I'm trying to get that going, and I'm kind of starting to rent out a few of my other guns, and I'm trying, basically, I want to have it so that Smithers has a team and Terrace has a team, and then we can go kick the shit out of each other and have wager matches or something like that. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty interesting, you know, even if it's like 5 guys on each side, and we could maybe throw $5 in a pot and the winning team takes it or something like that. I don't know, just some shits and giggles and see what happens, you know, fuck around and find out.
It's a bit,
Yeah.
Basically have an airsoft pool, for
Yeah.
that matter.
Yeah, but going back to the beginning of this question, anyways, kind of went down a rabbit hole, but
That's fine.
I'm basically trying to get a taste in everybody's mouth and tears. Sorry, that's a terrible way of putting it, but into like their first step into airsoft, right? Because the community up north is really small. Like people from like Ontario and Vancouver Island and all that, they got it really good because they got fields there, right? And it's like when you come up north here and you start playing a game, there's like for here and my field, right? I haven't really been anywhere else because it's kind of, anyways, I've noticed like you don't pay to come and play here, right? Unless you're renting a gun, right? Because we need people to enjoy this hobby and have fun. So like the way I see it is like, oh, you got to open the door to new people and get them interested in it. And you know, some of them might be over or might be a little chaotic, and some of them might not understand what's really happening, or you know, but you just got to open that door for them, and then they can choose to either progress it or, you know, maybe it's not for them. But yeah, no, so I definitely want the communities up north here to get a lot, to expand a lot. And who knows, maybe one day these fields you'll have to pay to enter, so we can keep adding more and more stuff to them, like say sea cans, and bury them here, because you got to hoe over there. That'd be a pretty cool, you know, bunker or whatnot. But with just having people show up and bring their own kit, and you know, with all their not pay to enter and whatnot, it really opens up the more friendly side of it, right? It's really laid back. It's not go go go. That old guy I was talking about at my field, he's I don't know. I'm kind of like the mom of the group. Like I host, and then I'm helping out every single buddy, and I never get to myself until the old man's ready to go. Then he comes over to me and tells me that, you know, I'm putting on my makeup and all this other stuff, and to hurry up, right? And yada yada yada. But it's like,
hey,
it's good. Yeah. But it's also like sometimes you just want to have a nice laid back day and you know, bullshit with your homies. And I don't know if I can swear on this, I'm sorry, but
most likely you can, but
at this point definitely.
Yeah,
at 15 minutes definitely.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
But anyways, I guess I'll leave you with an outro here. Is if you're starting airsoft or interested in it, go and rent a gun and, you know, figure out if it's for you or not, right? And if it isn't for you, that's fine, you know. You tried it, you didn't commit to it. There's one thing that you got to realize, though, is once you buy one gun, you're going to keep buying more, and it'll never stop. Anyways, I'm Nicholas Hamer, the Piper. Anyways, you have a lovely day, and thanks for the interview.
Thank you. It's great interviewing you.
Likewise.
Well, thank you for joining us at Airsoft Anonymous, or Airsoft Interviews, if you will. Have a good day. See you in the field. And if you find yourself next to bagpipes, try to get whoever to own them to play it, because it's worthwhile. See ya.